So, in Dr. Faustus, how does a simple, friendly question, hey, where's our buddy, spiral into this horrifying realization that a soul is basically lost forever? Well, we're about to dive into that exact moment. This is where simple concern just curdles into pure dread, and it sets the stage for the entire tragedy.
All right, so check this out. The play doesn't even start with Faustus. Nope, it starts with his colleagues. And this very first line, it's brilliant. It does two things at once. First, it creates this immediate mystery. Where's Faustus? And second, it tells you exactly who he was. This guy was a legend, a master debater, the star of the school. So his absence isn't just a casual thing, you can feel it.
So what we have here is just a simple question from a couple of scholars. They're just two friends looking for their brilliant but suddenly missing colleague. This is really the calm before the storm. They have absolutely no idea what they're about to stumble into.
Okay, so the scene's set. These two scholars, they're worried. Then they see Faustus's servant, Wagner, and you can almost feel their relief, right? They probably think they're going to get a simple answer. Oh, he's in the library, or he's a bit under the weather. But yeah, what they get is something else entirely.
And now we get to the word games. This encounter with Wagner, oh man, this is where it all starts to go sideways. It's just a masterclass in frustration. He's not just some servant giving a message. He's being this arrogant, evasive gatekeeper. You can already see he's a dark reflection of his master's own pride.
So the first scholar just asks a totally normal question. Hey, where's your master? Super direct, right? But Wagner, he immediately starts playing games. His first response is just pure deflection.
This is where it gets really interesting. Wagner uses this totally twisted logic. He actually says, yes, I know, but then he follows it up with, but that follows not. He admits he knows where Faustus is, but then basically argues that just because he knows doesn't mean he has to tell them. He's taking the same kind of formal logic Faustus was famous for and just weaponizing it to make them feel stupid.
And this really just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's a total study in contrasts. The scholars, they just want a straight answer. They're genuinely concerned. They want to find their friend. But Wagner, he's using faulty logic to mock their intelligence and just withhold information. He is on a massive power trip, and he's loving every second of it.
I mean, look at this. He doesn't just dodge the question, he flat out insults them. He calls them dunces. Can you believe it? The arrogance is just off the charts. The whole power dynamic has been flipped upside down, and you can just feel the tension ratcheting up. Okay, so after he's had his fun, after he's thoroughly enjoyed his little game, Wagner finally reveals the truth. And just like that, the entire scene snaps from just being frustrating to being genuinely horrifying. It's worse than they could have imagined. So Wagner tells them Faustus is at dinner with two guys, Valais and Cornelius. And you have to understand, these are not just random names. To these scholars and to the original audience, these names are a huge deal. They're basically code for practitioners of black magic. It would be like hearing your most straight-laced friend is hanging out with infamous cult leaders. It's an immediate, terrifying red flag. And the second Wagner is gone, boom, the truth just crashes down. Hearing those names, Valdes and Cornelius, confirms the scholar's absolute worst fear. Faustus hasn't just picked up a weird new interest. No, he has fallen into that damned art.
Now, to really get their horror, you gotta understand what this damned art actually means to them. We're not talking about some edgy new field of study. For them, this is necromancy, black magic. It's a complete and total rejection of God. It's diving headfirst into forbidden, soul-destroying powers. This is eternal damnation we're talking about. And that revelation, it just completely changes everything. The fear of no return, their concern turns straight into grief. They're not just worried about their friend anymore. They're actually mourning for his soul, like he's already dead.
And listen to what the second scholar says here. Were he a stranger, yet should I grieve for him? That shows you just how deep this tragedy is. He's saying what Faustus has done is so awful, so fundamentally bad, that you'd feel sorry for him even if you didn't know him. It's not just a personal problem, it's like a universal catastrophe.
And then comes this line. Oh, but I fear me nothing can reclaim him. Wow. I mean, this is the emotional gut punch of the whole scene. It is a statement of complete and utter hopelessness. I mean, think about it. We haven't even seen Faustus make a deal with the devil yet, and his own friends already believe he's beyond saving. The stakes for the rest of the play just got cranked up to 1,000,000.
But even with all that despair, they're still his friends. So they come up with this one desperate plan.
They're gonna go inform the rector, the head of the university. They're hoping, against all odds, that maybe some serious, grave counsel can pull him back. They know it's probably hopeless, but they have to try. It's a last-ditch effort born out of pure loyalty.
So this whole scene leaves us with this huge, troubling question, right? It's not just about Faustus. It's about a brilliant mind crossing a forbidden line. And the question is, can you ever come back from that? Is there a point of no return? That's the question that's going to haunt the rest of this story, and it's one we still grapple with today.